Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Allie C and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that wonderful little town of Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel everybody. So this is my July 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 22. We are going to dive really straight into this. So let's get all the beginnings over with. So this kit is called Sweeter With You, July 2025's kit. You could have made 8 cards instead of 9, but you would have got 4 designs instead of 3. So 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one. The envelopes are all the same. And I am aware that some of you out there have your paper pumpkins. Maybe mine will arrive today, if not sometimes next week. I live in a very rural area, so mine just is always kind of later. So this QR code would lead you to a video that would show you how to put these cards together as they were designed. A visual of everything in the kit. Down, this is the typo that says 9 cards, 9 envelopes. It's 8 cards, 8 envelopes. Down here are those coordinating colors. Videos 1 through 5, I show you everything in the kit. After that, we move on. My hubby will be coming in and telling me he just finished the brake job on my car and I can go to my Aunt Carol's. Yes, it had to be done. So this one over here would lead you to this set of 9 dies called Circle of Season dies, right? The add-ons. And this is the stamp set. Hello, friend sweeter. Life is sweeter with you. You're the best. Love you lots. Thank you. The 2 flowers and the strawberry. So with that being said, we're not using any of those. I'm doing a Christmas card. Surprise, surprise. Not really, right? So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using. So Miss Allie C from Alley Cat Crafts, she sent me some DSP. This is it, and I'm going to be using this P. I'm going to cut it right now. I'm going to make one of those smaller cards to go with my card base, which my card base is 5.5 by 8, scored at 4. So I'm cutting my DSP at 4 by 5.5. You can do yours to, if it's an A2 size, which is just a 1/4 inch bigger for the front. We're probably going to put this piece on the inside if I can remember, because sometimes I always forget. This is a real simple card as I'm late for a very important date, right? Just really cute. And then where's the other piece? Okay, so that's layer number 1. If you were doing a 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, your layer number 1 would be 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm going to glue this down, hopefully. Now this is the center part of one half of one of the garden green card bases that I just used one of my stitched rectangle dies. Oops, got a little too, or this card base is not, well, I'm going to fix that. You know I can fix it. We can fix that. We're just going to put that on there. It's not very even, so I'm just going to chomp this off here and fix that. Either I cut it wrong or the card base is just a little off. That's that. Now it's all better. So you wouldn't even know it. So this is layer number 2, which is 3 by 4.5. You don't have to have a stitched rectangle, but this is what I am using. Okay, now let me show you the rest. Oh, let's get this glued down to the center, not center, to the inside bottom of my card so I don't forget. Just that little piece right there. Little addition to it, that's all. So their card base basically done. So I am using this punch that the wonderful Phyllis sent me called Sweet Jar, right? But we're not using Sweet Jar because I got the Jar of Joy to go with the Sweet Jar Builder Punch, and I am using the jar, right, just this piece, and these little baubles to go inside the jar. And we're going to be used, may your heart be filled with joy, sending a jar full of cheer. One's for the envelope, one's for the inside, I believe. We'll have to wait and see. So let me put this one aside. And then I'm going to be using the Christmas Words Collage Hybrid Embossing Folder. I'm going to be using 2 pieces for this card. This is going to be how quick this is. So I don't need the glue anymore because everything else has. So here is my punch for the top of it. This is what we're going to be doing because I didn't like the colors. We're going to change those around a bit, but this is going to be my, we're just going to use that as well. So I have Merry and Bright from the Hybrid Embossing Folder. That's going to go on the front. It already has dimensional strips. I used little bits of what I had floating around. I'm so grateful my husband is mechanically inclined. So I'm just going to stick that right there. Now I have the Merry Christmas, or this one says Happy Christmas. It has a Merry Christmas as well. This is going on the inside of the card for the inside of the sentiment. Look at that. See, these are so versatile, everybody. Happy Christmas. That's going on the inside. Oops. All right. So now we are going to do a little smushy dance for the inside in the envelope sentiment. So sending a jar full of cheer. Oh, I wanted to do those in real red. Where is that real red? Not the Memento. So both of these are going to be in the real red. Do a little smushy. Envelope, please. Sending a jar full of cheer. That's our envelope. Check, done. We're good to go on that one. And the next one says, may your heart be filled with joy. So Merry Christmas and may your heart be filled with joy. We're just going to stamp that right there. Ta-da! Really cute. Envelope, check, done. I need to set that down where both sides have a stinky stamp on it. Now we're going to do our jar again. So this is the only scrap paper I have that's big enough now. All right. So we have the jar itself. I got it. Yeah, we do it at the bottom. So the jar first, and then our baubles. Now I'm gonna bring my baubles down a little bit, and I want to put a little red, real red bow, which I have to do the smushy dance again because I haven't used the bow yet. I just thought the bow would add really cuteness to the inside of the jar. All right, so now we're going to color our baubles. And this time, now if you noticed on this one, I did a little highlighting. Thank you, Lori, for the pens. Love, love, love these pens. Okay, so I'm going to highlight around the inside of the jar, just giving it a little bit of color. Now I am also going to do this color. I wanted it bright because the first time I used Misty Moonlight and I was like, oh no, that color just does not do it for me. So this time we're doing Azure Afternoon. So it could be like one of those blue ball mason jars, right? All right, that's it for that color. Next, I'm going to use, this was so saffron, I didn't like that. So next, we're going to use Daffodil Delight. I'll be right with you, babe. I'm doing a video. I told you he'd be coming in telling me because I saw him driving the car through the window. He really didn't want me driving his Mustang. All right, so there's our Daffodil Delight star. And then we're going to use a combination of Real Red here and Garden Green on this bubble. Oh no, olive, sorry. I didn't like the Garden Green. I did that on another one and I was like, oh no, this one can just be thrown away. That one just didn't look good. All right, so there's our baubles. Now we can punch. If I can get it where I want it. So who says you can't use a summer paper pumpkin for Christmas? You can. So now I'm going to glue this one on top of this one. And our card is done just like that. And I'm going to grab my purse and I'm going to drive to my Aunt Carol's for about 4.5, 5 hours. All right. So this is my card. Quick, easy. And I have stories to tell you all about later. So where's my little jar lid right here. So I want to make sure that we get that. And it sparkles and shines, right? You know what? Let's put this on first. And then we can slide the jar up where I want it. Hopefully. This one then can slide up underneath it. Look how cute that is. All right. There's my little Christmas card. Quick, simple. And of course, we're going to add the stickles to it. Just going to add a little there, a little there. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. I don't want to overdo it. This is meant to be a really simple Christmas card. So merry and bright. Happy Christmas. May your heart be filled with joy. Oops, and I just got stickly glitter glue on me. And sending a jar full of cheer. That's our envelope. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I got to get going out the door. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.